Austin, Texas is home to nearly 1 million people, but it's also home to the largest urban bat colony in the world. 1.5 million Mexican free-tailed bats live right here underneath South Congress Avenue. They attract a lot of admirers, but their biggest fans might be these folks.
So the tail sticks freely beyond the tail membrane. That's what makes them a free tail. This is a full-grown Mexican free-tailed bat right here. This is what causes all the commotion.
Is it okay?
Yeah, they're actually getting released tonight because they're perfectly healthy.
Oh, good.
We get a lot of bats that are injured or still missing their mama, so they need to drink milk still. But this little girl is good and ready to take off.
Oh, it's so cute.
Right? They're super cute. Surprisingly adorable. There is a lot of negative stigma around them, but they are just so cute and sweet.
We love the Mexican free-tailed bats. They are amazing. They're the iconic bat of Central Texas and Austin, right here in the heart of the city. What we're hoping to do here is make a giant impact on people's perception of bats. Let people know that they're really gentle creatures that are just trying to make a living like all of us. We identified a need in Austin for someone to care for the orphaned and injured and displaced bats that people may encounter. They're fascinating and they're misunderstood, and we love having the opportunity to set the record straight, to let people know they're highly beneficial, completely harmless if simply left alone. They're the first line of defense for North American agriculture, and they're not only vital to the balance of nature, but they provide a sense of wonder.
The next thing on the list is to make sure we can find everyone. So we have a board over here that's gonna be, we have a list of all the names and when they were fed, making sure they were fed in the morning and the evening, and we're gonna go ahead and find everyone and label where they are.
It's an Easter egg hunt. Every morning is Easter here in the flight cage. That bat with the green band is Libby. Next to her is Pinecone. So this is Chemo and Kahlua. We love that they somehow find each other every morning. Every morning, somehow they are together. So who do we have over here? He's not flying great because he's below the bar. You're either above the bar or below the bar out here, and he definitely landed down here and then climbed up below the bar. If a bat is found hanging up here, it means that they flew up well enough to stick the landing on the ceiling of the cage. We jokingly call this flight school here, but we are certainly not teaching them anything. We're just offering them a chance to practice what they innately know how to do. And that's really what this is all about, just giving them a chance to grow up to be successful adults. We attract the insects that they need to learn how to hunt. They can wiggle through the netting and fly around the blacklight, and the bats that are hunting well enough can fill their bellies. It's a whole different scene at night. These little fuzzy balls that are just hanging up there looking kind of lazy, they transform into little bug hunting machines. We call those snack-robatics, as bats do their little backflip and capture the moth. People love that. So what do you think? Should we start with Stella?
Yeah, let's get Stella and make sure she's doing okay.
Stella needs a little more work. It's all the ones that are hanging low that we have to really work on.
And she is completely empty. You can see there's no bulge. Sometimes they'll have like a little grape looking shape, and that's their full belly, but right now she has nothing. So we're gonna go over here to where our food and water is. She's very thirsty, which is good that she wants to drink.
How they act in the morning is a big indicator of how close they are to be ready to be released. If they're super hungry in the morning, it means that they're not hunting well enough to be able to find their own food.
We have well over 100 bats here right now. They get in trouble in many ways. They get exhausted. They end up on the ground because they can't fly as far as they will learn to fly later. So this is a little free tail that came in a couple of days ago from a member of the public. They find them on the ground. They find them all kinds of places. Little juvenile free-tailed bats that are just learning how to fly. And sometimes, hi, sweetheart, sometimes their first flight is their last, unfortunately. This is one of the little ones that got in trouble somehow. We never really know for sure. And this is a blended mealworm smoothie. It has mealworms and vitamins and minerals. We do get in, over the course of a year, 350 or more. So they're coming in all year long. You know, we may have 120 or something right now, but they're going to keep coming in for the rest of the year, and some of them have to be fed every 3 or 4 hours.
We got a look earlier at what Stella's belly looked like before she was fed, and then you can see here, she's got a nice full belly of worms. You can see it's kind of a little grape.
We feel real lucky to be able to rehab them and take care of them, get them back out to the wild whenever they're ready. That's one of the great joys that we have, is being able to release a bat that was in serious trouble and give them that second chance, get them back out to the wild. I feel real lucky to be able to do that.
Every year, thousands of people wait and watch as the world's largest urban bat colony takes flight, some for the very first time.
The idea of there being 1.5 million bats in that bridge, that creates a sense of wonder and awe right there. And they spend the winter in Mexico, they come back for South by Southwest, have a big party at the bridge for the whole month of March. They soon become adapted to the Austin life cycle and become slacker bats and don't come out until after dark when it's safe. So the best time to come see the bats will be in August, September, even into October. All right, little Rico. Happy life, little buddy. There you go. Look. Good boy. Good boy. Woohoo! Yeah, that was a good one. Stretch those wings, little girl. Woohoo!
Oh my
Yay!
gosh, that was
Congratulations,
so
Rebecca.
awesome.
Nice job. Yay!